Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and
Hi guys, welcome back or welcome if you're new. Today we're doing a Christmas decor haul. This is going to be a collector Christmas haul, and honestly I have been saying that I don't have a lot to buy, and I don't, but I still have a few stores that I haven't even been to that I know there's a couple of things from each store that I do want to buy. So I think there will be a second edition of this, but I wanted to go ahead and get this up because I'm ready to start decorating like this week. So if you're interested or if you're excited for the holidays as I am, then hi, my name is Aria and I love to share all things home decor, seasonal decor, home tours, a little bit of lifestyle, and stuff is falling over. But I hope that you are excited for the holidays. And if you are, I would love for you to come and like and subscribe. And let's get all excited to decorate for the holidays this year. I am going to start by sharing. I think I'll start with where I shopped, where I have the least amount of things, and then we'll just go from there. If that sounds good, let's do that. Okay, so starting with Walmart. If you watched my Christmas decorating plan or a Christmas planning video, basically it's a video where I broke down my plans for what I want to do for the holidays. And my theme, my main theme is nutcrackers. And I shared a snippet of this because I've shared it on TikTok and stuff. But this is ribbon from Walmart. I bought 2 of them. Because I saw some on Amazon that I really liked, but Amazon, and I've purchased ribbon from Amazon before and I loved it. It's very, very good quality. I've never purchased ribbon from Amazon and not loved it. But it was double the price of this. So this was $7.98. But what I really like and what I liked about the one on Amazon is that it has different nutcrackers. They're not the same nutcracker. So I liked that a lot because, I mean, it just gives it a little bit of something extra. So I got 2 of these. Now this is 40 feet and I believe the one on Amazon, it would have been a little bit less. So same width, but a little bit less in length. So I think I did pretty well. And for this tree, this is a 7.5 foot, slim queen flock tree from King of Christmas. That is really a mouthful, isn't it? So I think the 2 ribbons, I think should be enough. I'm debating adding a second ribbon and I'm not sure what direction I'm going to go in with that. Or if I even will, but if I do, then I think this will be definitely more than enough, especially because this is in the corner. So it's going to be mostly me decorating, the front of the tree. So that's Walmart. I have one other thing from Walmart. The other item that I got from Walmart is just this ornament. I just loved this tree. Most of these ornaments, this one was $1.98. And I don't know if I'll actually use it on my tree or if I will end up using it on a tier tray or maybe like a little display in my kitchen. One of the things that I do like about Walmart ornaments though, things like this, is that they are typically a good size for a tier tray and they're very inexpensive. So I picked this up, I really like it, and we'll see where I end up using it. Let me go ahead and share this next store, which is Carolina Pottery. So recently in a vlog, I shared my last vlog actually from this past weekend. I shared that I went to Carolina Pottery, which is a home decor store in Smithfield, North Carolina. They do have a website, so I will share this as well, but this is what I got from there. And of course, after I left, so I got an email last night from them giving me 10% off to come back. I may end up going back because there's also another decor store, like a big Christmas, they call it a Christmas Land, that was in the same area that I didn't get a chance to go to. So I would like to see that because I like getting things that I can share with people and say, this is where you can get it. But I also like getting things that are unique and that everybody may not be able to have. And, you know, I like that aspect of decorating as well. But I got 3 of these picks. So there was a nutcracker tree that they had on display that I thought was just absolutely beautiful. And one of the picks that they had, I really liked those. It was very large like this, gold leaves, but it had too much iridescence on it. I didn't like that aspect. I wish they would have had an option that wasn't as sparkly. But when I was in that area, I saw these, and I've already spread this one out a little bit so that you can get an idea of how large it can go. But I got 3 of these. These were $3.99 a piece, which I thought was a really good price for the size. And then the other picks that I got are these red flowers. I got 3 of these as well. I may go back and get more of these. I have to check. You can order online, but I have to look and see if it would be worth paying for whatever the shipping is and the timing of it, or if it was just easier for me just to drive the distance to go. I'll probably just drive it. But I got this, like, kind of like, almost like a red, I'm not going to call it a poinsettia, but a red flower with the little balls on the inside. I just liked it because it's going to go on a flock tree. So it's just really nice that it also has a little bit of the snow on it. I thought that was really nice. These were $5.99 a piece. A little bit pricey. I haven't been back to Hobby Lobby, but I would love to go back and see, because I wasn't looking for anything like that. So I would like to see if they have anything that's similar. And if so, that'd be great because it's half off. So that's what I got from there. Next up, let's talk World Market. So I did share a World Market shop with me video on my channel. It was my first shop with me that I've done so far this season. And I really enjoy World Market in general, just because there's so many unique finds, and I can just be in there for hours just looking at all the different foods and stuff from different countries. But for decor, I was making sure I was in the right bag. Okay. So there's a couple things that I was looking at specifically while I was there. And I saw these bells. Now, these bells are, now, of course, you can get the bells from Amazon and all over. I actually had some in my cart on Amazon. And then I got an email or a text message from World Market saying that I could get 25% off my entire purchase. And so I said, say less, I'll be there, because this comes out to be a lesser expensive option. And it already has a green ribbon. Now, I don't know if I love this green ribbon, but I like it better than the jute. But you can always switch that out. But these are 25% off for me because I have a rewards thing with them, which just means they have my email address. But so I got these bells from World Market, and I just love them. I'm going to use them as just shelf decor. But they have that large hanging bell thing that a lot of people really like as well. So if you have the space and that's your vibe, I think you should get that. That's also from World Market. They also have one, I think, at Pottery Barn or West Elm or something like that, but it's a cheaper version is at World Market. And then, because clearly I love the bells, this I'm going to use on the tree, but this ornament was $4.99 before the discount, so I thought that was really, really cute. And I always buy more ornaments. I love my tree to be full of ornaments. I am definitely of the more ornaments, the better. Like, give them all to me. And then the other thing that I got from World Market, and if you were here last year, well, first of all, if you saw it on the video, you saw that I geeked out over this. But if you were here last year, you know that I got pretty much the exact same thing, except it's this Nutcracker mug. And the only difference is last year, it did not come with the Nutcracker handle. I mean, how cute is this? Like, how could you leave this? How could you leave this in the store? So I definitely am glad I was able to get this, especially on sale, because it's $8.99, which is not bad for a holiday mug, but 25% off makes it so much better, so much better. So these are the items that I got from World Market. Let's talk Hobby Lobby. Let's do Hobby Lobby next. And Hobby Lobby, I didn't go overboard because I really don't need a lot of stuff from Hobby Lobby. There was like one main thing that I was looking for, and I'll save that one thing to the end. I mean, if you watch all of my videos, which honestly, you should be watching all of my videos. I think I think I'm entertaining. But if you watch my vlogs, you know the answer to this already. You already know what I got. But I'm still gonna just say that, like, let's make it a little suspicious. Or suspenseful. Not suspicious. I got this mug from Hobby Lobby. He is the cutest. And honestly, this is why I hope that you live in a place that has more than one Hobby Lobby. And if you don't live in a place that has more than one Hobby Lobby, I hope that your Hobby Lobby is a well-stocked beast. Because I have several Hobby Lobbies in a very short distance from me. And the first Hobby Lobby that I went to, which is the one that I actually filmed my Hobby Lobby shop with me, I did not see this guy. I did not see him. But you know what? He was in that one. I got this, okay. So I shared one Hobby Lobby, which is the one that's closest to my job. And I went on my lunch break and I was like, let me just go and see. And hey, let me pull out my camera while I'm here. So I did that. And one thing that I was realizing, I was like, where's a lot of the kitchen things? I felt like a lot of the kitchen items from Hobby Lobby that are normally like all in one section were not all in one section. And when I was looking for something else on another day, I was walking around and I was in another part of the store and I saw a display that had this guy. And I was like, I didn't see him before. And it's because he was nowhere near the other Christmas things. So I love this. I'm not going to ever use this. This is strictly for decor. Perfect for like a hot cocoa bar or a kitchen display or a tier tray. But I really like him because not only is he cute, I mean, clearly he's a cutie, but I love that it comes with this topper. So like, hello, do you know, I have other toppers that are made differently, but that I have for decorating on my tier tray that I buy from Etsy. I mean, this one comes with it. How cute is this guy? So this was, I think, this was originally 20 bucks. So $10 for him, but I think $10 is a good price because it comes with that topper as well. So I got that from Hobby Lobby. One thing that I shared in my Hobby Lobby shop with me is this wood tray. Now this is, I think, meant to be used as like a charcuterie board type of situation. It doesn't, does it say if it's food safe? Oh, food safe and hand wash only. So I saw this, I'm going to use it on this way, but I thought that this would be perfect just to have leaned up against the counters or against the backsplash in a certain area. So if you have seen my fall kitchen, I think maybe it was in my fall home tour, I have a wood pumpkin that's also from Hobby Lobby. That's also like a charcuterie board that I saw and I was like, that's gonna be perfect for that space. And I thought the exact same thing for this. So there is a gingerbread, a wood gingerbread man that I saw people have shared from Joann's. My Joann's has not been stocked for Christmas. At least it wasn't the last time that I was there. So I'm hoping I can get that and I'd pair them together and that would be really cute for the kitchen. This was $17.99 before being half off. So I like this. And I like that whether you like it either way, either side, you can have it displayed, but it's also nice if you want to actually use it for serving, a charcuterie board, some desserts, put some cookies up there. So that's really, really cute. I got this sign, this all is calm, all is bright sign from Hobby Lobby. This was $6, $5.99, so $3 on sale. But I just liked it because to me, I hadn't seen anything like this. And when I was doing my shop with me, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for what's new because most of the Hobby Lobby is repeats. And so I was looking for what's new, what's catching my eye, and this is one of those things that did. I'm not really into a whole lot of word signs anymore in general, but I mean, I just love it. I don't want to get emotional, but Christmas is so much more than about the nutcrackers and the gingerbread and the Santa Claus. It's really about Jesus. And I just love this from, you know, some of our favorite Christmas songs. So, yeah, all is calm, all is bright. Something that we definitely need to be reminded of during these times. So anyway, let's go the opposite direction here. This is something that I did not see in my Hobby Lobby shop with me either. and that is this gingerbread house. Now, I love gingerbread. I have a decent collection of gingerbread. I will say that the majority of my collection is more vibrant, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm still going to use them. I still love them, but I do like that this is not super bright. This is a little bit more of a neutral gingerbread take, and it's not pastel or anything like that. And it's also not lightweight. I mean, it's not heavy. It is lightweight. This was originally $30, so for $15, I think this is a good buy. They did have another one. The one that I did see is like more of an A-frame style. That one lit up, so it was a little bit more expensive. But I like that this is a very inexpensive option because gingerbread houses can get pretty pricey. I normally like to find mine. I think this is the first one I've ever gotten from Hobby Lobby because in the past, they've all been so extra and a little bit too busy and too glittery. And I just like that this is a little bit more neutral. It's a little bit more calmed down. But I think most of mine I've gotten over the years. I have purchased from Michael's and At Home. So I'm adding this one to the collection. And yeah, I saw other people sharing it. And I was like, I didn't see that in my Hobby Lobby. So I'm glad I was able to get that. The last thing that I got from Hobby Lobby, I'm running out of space. There's a story behind this. Yes, I got my garland. I got the garland. This is the cedar garland from Hobby Lobby. It is viral. It is probably sold out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have heard people who live around me who have been talking about how they can't find it anywhere. And when I shared my vlog 2 weeks ago, and I found what I believe could very well be the last one that's in Raleigh. And it was on a whim because I looked, I had gone to 3 Hobby Lobbies that weekend. This was at the second one. I went, so I was looking around. I bought the other thing. I bought the little mug, and I bought the Christmas tree board. And I was so bummed. I looked the whole store over and I went and I paid for it. And then, you know how when you go into Hobby Lobby, they have the vestibule area where they have all kinds of things on display. I was leaving after paying for what I had purchased, and I just happened to be aware of my surroundings, and I saw it hanging on display, like on something else. And I was like, are you serious right now? I scooped this up so quick and I ran right back to that same cashier. I said, I need to buy this. So I'm glad that I found it because I know I've wanted it for years. I really wanted it last year. Last year, correct me if I'm wrong, this was actually more last year. This was $20 more last year. And so I'm glad that I got it. Now I plan to spray paint it. That has been a very controversial thing that I've shared on my TikTok. But I just personally, I don't love how bright these tips are. If there weren't so many bright tips, that wouldn't be a problem. Now I have noticed when I've looked at some of the more expensive garlands, like from even McGee & Co. I've seen some of the other cedar garland that's nowhere near as full and same amount of money. I've seen that they do have those greens as well, which I guess is natural, that occurs naturally. But I don't love that. So I have seen some people share on TikTok of using, it is the Hunter Green Satin Finish Spray Paint, which, by the way, I'm having a hard time finding. So one of the people said that they found it at Home Depot. So I'm going to try to find it. I just haven't been to Home Depot. But, of course, I've been to Target, I've been to Walmart, and every time that I stop in, they have it in the satin. They have it in, they'd have it in the glossy and the ultra glossy, but I don't want it to shine like the top of the Chrysler Building. I want it to just be a nice, matted, neutral situation. So I'll report back how that works out. We shall see. Okay. The last of the haul It's from Target. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Target just gets me every year. They come out with great things, sometimes repeats, sometimes not. But I mean, for the last several years of me decorating for Christmas, I mean, Target does, they do it. They do the daggone thing. So I'm going to share what I got from Target, and then we're going to wrap up this haul because I'm running out of space. And I'm sitting on the floor, which is not something I really like to do, but I wanted to get a good, you know, situation here. So let me just start from what's on my left. Okay, now, if there's one thing that I just can't seem to say no to, it's my girl Joanna Gaines in the Hearth and Hand line. And I saw these stems and I haven't been able to stop thinking about them. I shared them again in my Hearth and Hand shop with me. I picked up 3. I normally pick up 3 when I'm doing stems. I pick up either sets of 3 or 5. I try to do odd numbers. But I just want you to take a look at how realistic this branch looks. It is so good. And I actually was in Target yesterday and I was filming because their threshold line has been really, really well stocked. That'll probably be the next video you see on my channel. And I actually compared them. They have one that's kind of similar to this, but I actually compared them and they're both really good, but I'm telling you, same price, $5. This one is just so good. So I got the 3 of these and I just love how it's not too many berries. It's not overly red. The pine cones aren't overly done. It's just really, really nice. I really, really like this, if you can't tell. So yeah, Joanna Gaines. And I feel like she has a bigger version of this too. Almost all of the stems that she has out for the holidays, they come in a regular version, like a standard vase size, I'd say, and then one that can go in a very tall vase. So depending on what your preference is or the vessel that you're going to be using, whichever way. So speaking of stems from my friend Joanna, last year I have another one, but I don't know where it's at. Or maybe did I only get 2? Girl, I don't know. But anyway, last year I got these stems and I'm so glad that she brought them back because last year when I bought them, they were definitely hard to come by and I got some and could not find any more. And I mean, I have a lot of Targets in the area. Like there's a lot of Target stores. And I went to almost every single one, or I looked them up online to see who said they had them. And last year I got these stems. So these are the cedar stems. And of course, you know, you're going to spread them out to get the biggest bang for your buck. But I had these cedar stems, the regular size. These are $5, $4.99 for the regular size. And then I think last year I got 2. I couldn't quite remember when I was trying to decide when I was buying them. Now this one is a little bit more expensive. This is $15, but this one isn't even spread out, but you can tell that it's going to like make a big, you know, a big impact. You can definitely do a lot with this. And then this is also good if maybe, you know, depending on how you have your garland, maybe you just need to add a little bit more fullness to one. You just want to add a little something. That's when one of these big stems come in handy. But I have the big, it's over there. But I have that big, tall ceramic vase from Hearth and Hand that this would work in really well. So I just wanted to get another one of these so that I could have it to go with the ones that I got from last year. And then I could have sworn I bought 3, but maybe I just bought 2 because I think I have either 3 or 4 from last year. And so I just wanted to make this fuller because I'm probably going to use this in the same vase that I used it in last year. And I just wanted more. So I got the cedar stems from Hearth and Hand. And all of her stems, honestly, are so, so good. Like, if I had it even more, I don't have enough space to accommodate that many arrangements. But if I did, I definitely would love to do that. So, okay. Sticking with Hearth and Hand, I guess. I wanted to get, now, when it comes to stockings, we have the same stockings that we got years and years ago from JCPenney. Our stockings are embroidered and they are personalized, and those are our stockings. They probably will be our stockings until we are no longer here in life. I mean, I don't see us not having those stockings. Now, are there times that I would love to have a different vibe? Of course. Last year I tried to say to the kids, like, what if I got those? There was these really nice knit, chunky knit, like creamy color stockings. I think it was from Studio McGee that I really wanted. And I thought that it would go with my theme because I was trying to be a little bit more elegant, a little bit more classy last year with my Christmas decor. And I was completely vetoed by the kids. And I was like, I don't mean that those are going to be the stockings that we have up on Christmas Eve, but just like maybe over the most of the holidays, it'd be nice to have those. And they were like, no. And in reality, I didn't need to buy more stockings. I didn't need them. And I don't need these either. I don't need anything. But I saw an inspiration picture from Inspired by Charm. He's a blogger. And I love his Christmas decor. He is so, so talented. And he had decorated his mudroom, his little mudroom area, with a couple of stockings and like some small like pillows and maybe a wreath or something like that. And I just thought that having these would be just so cute in that area. Of course, I can't go neutral, like, but I saw these and I was like, I love this. Now this red one is online only, so I did order that one online, but I did pick this one up in store, and I'm going to give it a go. And if I like how it looks, then great. If not, I'll return them because I don't need any other stockings. But yeah, I just really, really like these, and they're so chunky, and I just really like these. Maybe if one day, if we are blessed to have a house where I have like a formal living room, or even if I don't have a formal living room, but I have a living room, family room, and like a bonus room, or some other space that has a fireplace as well, then I can get my nice, you know, I don't want to call them bougie, but a different type of stocking. I would like to do that. Okay, so let's see. Hearth and Hand. I want to make sure I wrap up with Hearth and Hand before I move on to other things. Target. I just realized this is the wrong candle. So I'm going to have to return this, exchange it for a different one. I know that I picked the right candle. They just gave me the wrong one. But I'm still going to show it to you because it's going to be the same candle. I mean, this smells good too, but I want the one that I want. Anyway, so this candle, it's the same body, same everything candle from Hearth and Hand, but the one that I want is Balsam and Berry. This is Fireside Spruce. This smells good, but it's not the one that I want. So the Balsam and Berry, I think is just, I can't even put it into words, but it just smells, it's better than Balsam Fir, which is saying a lot because that's my favorite Bath & Body Works candle for Christmas. Balsam Berry is better than that, but it just has like a hint of something. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I really like that smell. And I like how a lot of times she puts her candles in really pretty packaging, which is something that I wish that Bath & Body Works did, but I'm going to return this one. So I'm going to exchange this one for the one that I want. It's the same look and everything. Just, my goodness, man, how hard would that have been? I did that as an order pickup. So, and I clearly am just now for the first time looking in the bag. Okay. So the other item that I picked up that I shared in my Hearth and Hand, let me take my name tag and stuff off of it from my order pickup. I thought about this when I was in the store, and I was like, you know what, Aria, you should have picked that up. It's this wreath. Can you even see it? It's huge. This wreath from Hearth and Hand, again, it's the cedar. I'm not 100% sure where I want to put this, but I was thinking this would be great to go over our bed, because we have a wall space that I normally put like this piece of art that we normally put over our bed for the holidays, but I'm going to put that on the wall. And I think this would be really nice because it's a good size to put over our bed. I love that it has this ribbon. I love that it's like just simple cedar. Y'all know I'm into the cedar with the gold bells. And it's a really great size. So like I go really traditional with my wreath on my front door. It's like reds and bows, and it's beautiful. It's from Home Depot. I don't know if it's available anymore. I have to look and see. But I just thought that this would be just so pretty. And to me, this is too big to go like on my pantry or over my kitchen stove. It's too big for that. It could go on my garage door, so maybe I might do that. I'm not sure. The door that leads out to our garage. But I really think this would be great on over our bed. So we'll see. If it works out, it works out. If not, she goes back. So that's what I got from Target from Hearth and Hand. And now to wrap up Target, we're going to talk about what I got from the Threshold line at Target. Now, each year I like to think about my overall plan. And one thing that I've realized over the past few years is that I don't have enough green in my decor. And so I've been trying to add in more and more green. And last year, Hearth and Hand had this really beautiful, chunky knit green throw blanket. And it was $45. And it was beautiful. And I get a lot of gift cards from Target. So that's how I'm able to buy. That's probably might be why I buy so much from Target. Because I always have rewards and things to use to bring the cost down. But my goodness, I couldn't substantiate. Substantiate? That's not the word I'm looking for. But I just couldn't spend the $45 on the blanket. So when I was seeing this stuff pop up online, what was coming new in this for the Threshold line, and I saw this blanket, I knew I had to get it. And I actually ordered this online, but I was in Target yesterday and I saw that it's in store now. But I ordered this online, and this is from Threshold, and it is this chunky knit. It is so, so soft. Green cable knit throw, and I just love this because I have like plaid throws and like things like that, but those are thinner. They're not really for like, I want something that if you want to cozy up with it, you can cozy up with it. So I love this one. This is $35, so $10 whole less, but still $10 adds up. So I love this, and it brings in the green, and I actually like this green more. It may not be the same. It may not be the exact same green as my throw pillows that I have from Pottery Barn, but I think that this will be just really nice. It'll still go well. So I got that. And then I got these hand towels. So this says Merry, and this one is just Christmas trees. And I almost always end up getting something from them when it comes to the bathroom stuff because it's just really good. So I'm thinking of putting this one in our bathroom, our master bathroom, and then this one can go in the guest bathroom, and then I'll just have an extra one. There are a pack of 2 for each of them. So I just really like those, and I'll probably get some for the kids, or I'll look and see what I already have because I always have hand towels. But hand towels are the kind of things like you do have to replace them from time to time. They just don't stand the test of time forever. But so I got those. And then I saw this little guy. This is from the Wonder Shop, but my Wonder Shop hasn't been stocked yet, of course. They wait till after Halloween, or right at Halloween. But this is from the Wonder Shop, but it was in the bathroom section where those hand towels were. And this one says, it doesn't say it up here, but when I looked at my online order, like my order tracking, just to see, this one says it's actually the Caucasian guy. He looks pretty tan to me, but there is one that has a little bit darker skin online. They didn't have it in my store, but I love that Target has representation. It really means a lot to me as a Black girl. But yeah, so I thought he was super, super cute. I don't know where he's going to go yet, whose bathroom is going to get him, but I just think he's the cutest. I couldn't leave him in the store. He's so, so cute. And he was $5. And then the last thing that I got from Target is something I get from Target almost every year since I've started decorating for the holidays like in a real way. I've loved Nutcrackers since forever. And I think there's 1 year, and I want to say it might be 2020. It might be 2020. I'll know whenever I pull out my stash. But there's 1 year where I don't have a Target Nutcracker. And I saw this one about a month ago when they were first putting stuff online. And I was like, okay, he's mine. He's coming home with me. And they've started putting up the Nutcrackers in my local Target, but he's not there yet. He hasn't been put out. They do have another black Nutcracker. He has glasses, and I think he has the Christmas countdown. But I really like him. I like how classic he is. He's a toy soldier. Only thing about when I buy things online, I'm very particular. Like I like to really look them over when I'm in the store. Like, can I see glue? Like I can see here, or like a little bit here. I mean, it's not to the naked eye, you won't see it, but I see it because I'm paying the money for it. So I want it to be perfect. But this is my 2023 Nutcracker. I don't normally buy a whole bunch because I already have a large collection of Nutcrackers, but I do like to add one each year. And I like that I have different skin tones. I have all kinds. I have dark skin, I have brown skin, I have light skin, I have Caucasian skin. I have all kinds of Nutcrackers. And I like it because, you know, I have all kinds of skin tones in my immediate and extended family. And look, we all like representation here. So yeah, this is my Nutcracker from Target this year. He's such a handsome guy. I love him so much. But yeah, that wraps up everything that I got from the stores so far. And I really, like I've said before, I don't have much more to get. Now, there's a little thing flying. There's a couple of Nutcracker pieces that I saw that Kirkland's has. So I want to see them in store to see if there's something that I really want to get. But other than that, and that gingerbread man from the gingerbread thing from Joann's. Other than that, that's pretty much it. But I wanted to go ahead and get this up just in case, you know, I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait too long because I'm about to start decorating. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Everything that I have shared that I can link. So pretty much everything that's not Hobby Lobby. I'll link to Carolina Pottery. If I can find the exact links for those items, I will. But just so that if you're interested in the Carolina Pottery stuff, but everything else I will have linked down below. Make sure that you're following me, not only here on YouTube, but on my LTK. I share so much decorating items on my LTK that you're just not going to see. It's so much easier for me to post, whether it's a quick video or a photo or collage or anything like that on my LTK. So you definitely want to follow me there. And when you do that and you like something, you will get notifications if that item goes on sale. Like you'll get notified before I could ever notify you that it's on sale. So definitely want to follow me there. My newsletter is down in the description box if you want to follow me when I share lots of decor things and my blog as well. But we're about to get the decorating started. So I'm super excited and I hope that you enjoyed everything that I've shared with you today. Let me know down below if you have already started shopping, and let me know, when do you start decorating? Like, are you or somebody, I think I asked this in my video yesterday, but are you somebody who likes to like gather? Like, do you understand why people are getting the stuff now versus waiting? Or are you like, oh my gosh, it's not even Halloween yet? or do you understand why? It's because things like get sold out, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm done rambling because I can do that all day. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Liking it really helps my channel. You have no idea. I really appreciate it. So I will see you in my next video, guys. I think my next video will be my Target shop with me. And, oh, and that's another thing. When the Wonder Shop is put up, I mean, I can't say that I won't get anything because it's the Wonder Shop and they always just so good. But, you know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.